This is perfect for me because I just had a Bumble date, and this is exactly this is a perfect reading for me. Today I'm going to do a tarot card reading for the day after a Bumble date. This is my deck of tarot cards, and what I do is first I do a tuning in. I use the words that I've learned from Paul Selig in his books, and then I go into silence, setting a clear intention for it to be of good communication, clear communication, and maximum benefit for you and whoever's listening. And then I shuffle the cards and I'll lay a hand of 4 cards. The tuning in is this, and just let the words wash over you. I know who I am in truth. I know what I am in truth. I know how I serve in truth. I am free, I am free, I am free. I have come, I have come, I have come. Word, I am word through clear communication. Word, I am word through the truth. Word, I am word through dating. Word, I am word through the day after a Bumble date. I am here, I am here, I am here. This is what is presenting. This is what crosses it. This is what is above it, what's below it, behind it, and before it. So what's presenting is swiftness. So this is the card, this is the 8 of Wands, and this card represents swift. Everything's moving fast. Airplane travel, plane, or driving, 70 miles an hour. It is fast communication, things happening fast, the relationship coming together fast, everything is swift, and it's a Wands card, and so that means it has to do with your desires and your wills and your goals. These lines represent the brain waves. Everything is happening fast. The brain waves are happening fast. The connections are happening fast. Everything is swiftness. There's a little pyramid in the background, and that is like things are clicking into place, if you can imagine that, just turning and clicking. So that's a fun feeling. Okay, but then we have a card that crosses it. This is the 6 of Swords. Now the mind comes in, and the mind wants to make sense of it. And the mind is, this card is called science, because the mind goes into logic, reason. It's trying to use like all of the mind tricks of, okay, how does this work? What would this look like? You can see there's swiftness. Let's just, and then let's slow it down and try to understand it. So this is the science card. This is like the card of religion and medicine and understanding and science. Okay, so that's the main energies that are coming through. Now we're going to look at what's above it and below it. So what's above it is what's in what you're aware of in your mind, and what's below it is what's in the subconscious that is impacting. So the above it card is the Princess of Cups. This is the aspect of your personality that is ready to fall in love. Bat her eyelashes. She is just gliding around. She's just the teenager in you who's ready for love, and she's, here I am, come and get me. It's a great energy. What's beneath it is power. And this card is the 4 of Discs. This is power in the physical. This is putting up your boundaries. You got a little castle around you with a moat, and let me tell you, you're willing to like pull up that drawbridge and not let anyone in. So you have an aspect of you that wants to have power and wants to have protection and wants to put the walls up. Now, it's up to you to interpret that for yourself. Are you a person who maybe it has a lot of walls up and you don't let anyone in? Are your walls like all the way, 12 feet high and there's a big moat? Or are you a person who maybe needs some boundaries? And now the last two cards are what's behind you and what's before you. So this is what you've already worked through, and then this is what is coming in the next couple weeks in this topic. So what's behind you is the Ace of Discs. This is a beautiful card of newness, new beginnings in the physical. Like you've already established this beauty inside and out, and it's like, okay, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new manifestation in my life, in not just thinking about it, but I actually want it in concrete terms. And it's a very earthy card. It's got lots of green. Looks like the rings of a tree. So it's like, new growth, ready. I'm ready for the new. I'm ready for something real in my life. What's in front of you? Oh, interesting. The Hangman. So this is the card of stuckness. This is one of the major arcana cards. This card, the person is upside down, naked, nailed. His legs are in the shape of a 4. And his hands are tied or, nailed. And you can see that there's all these lines from his head, like all the thoughts and considerations are just like kind of like leaving his head. So this is a big card about letting go of your prior concepts and beliefs, letting go of your limitations, letting go of like maybe how you've done relationships in the past. And there's some, a coiled serpent at the bottom of the card, and that represents new life. So there is this possibility, like after you go through a period of feeling stuck and kind of feeling, not knowing how to move, that there will be new life and new growth. And at the top is the Ankh and kind of the sunburst, which is also really positive. So even in the midst of feeling like you don't know how to move forward and you're really stuck, there is this hope of newness and new life and new ideas. So to sum it up, the day after a Bumble date, you've got the swiftness, lots of things moving fast, lots of ideas popping, airplane travel, lots of movement, but it's being crossed and slowed down by science and using your mind, maybe in a positive way. It could be a very positive thing to use your mind and slow down and start to consider what you know and what's right for you and put it through some of the rigors of science. I'm Karen Miller. If you'd like to connect with me and have an individual reading, I'm available. I'll put that in the link below, how you can find me. If this applies to you and you would like to share your comments, I would love to hear how you interpret this for you in your life and what you found helpful or meaningful. Usually there's 1 or 2 cards that really pop out for you, and I encourage you to do further research and really just apply it to yourself. This is perfect for me because I just had a Bumble date, and this is this is a perfect reading for me. Everything swift. In fact, he just flew off on an airplane today. He was kind of an out-of-towner guy. So, and a very spiritual person, a very actually religious person. So this is science and this is religion, and he's from an Orthodox tradition. So this is really so funny. It's like all this swiftness and connection and brain waves and everything clicking, as we say, and yet it's being crossed by science. So this was a great card for me, and I can see that, it's like there's been lots of newness in the physical, and I've been really welcoming the newness, and I'm really open for the new, and yet maybe I'm gonna experience some stuckness in a couple weeks and let concepts fall away and regroup in a few weeks. This is what's above me, what I'm aware of is that I got this princess energy. Yeah, love it! And you got it too, so don't laugh at me. So this kind of ready for love, open-heartedness, ready to have my, meet the man of my dreams. And then But what's underneath? Power. Okay, I get back to my house. I like my castle. I like my house. I actually have been having the thought, what could be better? What kind of success in my life would be 10 times better than that? And I was actually thinking, what I really might like is to just enjoy being me. How crazy is that? And include dating. You know, I like to date because I like to meet new people, and it's fun for me to get dressed up and go out. And I got this princess who she wants to get out of the house. But I also want to be safe and secure in my own little castle. And I love it that I have a castle. And I love it that I choose who comes in and plays with me. So, perfect reading for myself. I hope it's meaningful for you too.